Hello, everyone. Welcome to this interesting weather update. It is a little bit before 9 p.m. Eastern on October 3rd, 2020. We're going to get into a couple things. We're going to talk about the tropics in the Atlantic being active again. I'm going to show you what Hurricane Maria on the west coast looks like, because I don't know how crazy can 2020 get, but it seems 2020 can get even weirder and weirder. So I have to load up the my radar as well. Should have put that up all this time, but I will get to the my radar later on as we go along here. So I'm just letting it load up in the background while I show you the roll view. If you're looking at the west coast right now, I can't show you my cursor at the moment. I just gotta wait for roll view to come up on my screen, so I am gonna pull that up in the interim. There we go. Now I got it back. So to give an illustration, this is Hurricane Maria. This is another Greek named storm in Central America right now. We got a couple other disturbances in the Atlantic over here. And as you can see, there is the smoke from California. And I'll show you at the end of the video the satellite from NOAA, because it's very interesting. I gotta show you. I gotta show you how interesting this is. But I do want to get to the weather news first. So, first up, we're going to talk about how it snowed in Michigan a couple days ago. I'm going to bring up crazy weather that happened in Colorado back in September. And then I'll give an update on the wildfires in California, and then we'll go to the tropics, because you're not going to get this information anywhere else on the internet other than me. So, that being all said, cue the intro. Alright, first up, let's get into this interesting story from Wednesday. Actually, my bad, Thursday. Michigan had snow. The Upper Peninsula had snow falling a couple days ago. And this is amazing to think that they had snow over there in Michigan this time of the year. There was 1 inch of snow reported. 0.8 of an inch, but still does look like a good coating in early October. Meanwhile, here in New York, I'll bring this up. The weather's been very comfortable here. It's been in the 60s, and we might have 1 extra 70-degree day coming up this week, which I won't get into the New York weather, because that's not the whole point of the video. But we want to talk about the unusual, unique weather, and then the tropics, of course. So that's why we're here. So look at this. This is just incredible. Look at all this. Even parts of northern Wisconsin had snow. So it's just remarkable to see what has happened. I mean, it's not big snow, but I'll tell you what was bigger snow. Colorado. Yeah, you heard me. Over Labor Day weekend, and this was a month ago, they had snow. It was warm. Wildfires. This guy on Twitter, Luke Runin, tweeted on September 8th. Look at this. This was wildfire smoke in Colorado. And this was snow the next day after from Horsetooth Reservoir in Colorado. So, the interesting thing, and I'll look for the chart. I want you to look at this tweet, because this is the most fascinating thing I could see in a weather phenomenon. So let me zoom in and get you an idea of the imagination of Mother Nature, because you're going to see what it says here. It says, it's not often you see short-term weather story that looks like this from one day to the next, saving prosperity. So we're going to make the pictures bigger. See if we can make the pictures a little bit bigger here. Let's see. Can I make this bigger? Let's see if we can put it in a different tab. That's a good question. Okay, we can make it bigger. Good. So let's just zoom out of this and give an illustration here. So, as you can see here, this was from September 6th. Denver, if we can find Denver, right there, got to 97. And there were wildfire risks in the Rocky Mountains, of course. Then you had snow, which, incredible to think that, it's amazing. They said in Fort Collins, Colorado, this article, and we can find it here. Yeah, here we go. The Climate Center in Fort Collins measured 0.3 inches of snow, which is just incredible to think. You get to 100 degrees, temperature drops, and it's just incredible. Happens only in Colorado. Okay, now that we got the odd weather phenomenons out of the way, and hopefully I'll try to find more of them as we go along here for future videos, let's get to the real news and talk about the wildfires in Northern California. Okay, so here we go. First up, let's get to the glass fire. According to California Fire, which you can follow them, I highly recommend them. They give me constant updates every day. The glass fire in Napa Valley currently has burned 62,360 acres, and I'll zoom in so I can show you the article up close. So here it is. So 10% contained. The Sog fire in Sahasta and Tamara counties have burned 56,305 acres, and it's 57% contained. So I want to look up powerautageus.com for a second. We'll pull that up, and we'll get an idea of what's going on with the numbers in California, because it's very interesting. I gotta say, what's these numbers in California. So we look at the map of California for a second. Currently, right now, California has 11,685. So if you can't see it, I will try to do my best to move this. Okay, I can't move this. So what I can do here is move this down, and then you can see it like this. So 11,685 at the moment. So that's what we're looking at in California right now. We click on California, and we'll pull it up. And we want to take a look at PG and E, get their numbers. Pacific Gas and Electric, they are reporting 9,583 out. So second would be SCE, Southern California Edison. It looks like there's a northern county up in California, and we'll move this up. Do apologize about that. If anything came up on the screen that wasn't supposed to happen. Right, I have the OBS. Trinity County is at 493. Napa County is at 3,667. Sonora is at 3,312. Marianne. So I'm just going to look for Costa Corda County. I do apologize. I will look for it right now. Okay, good. Let me just get the numbers from Costa Corda. PG&E has no outages, so that's very good. Because again, the last thing I need is my friend in Martinez to freak out that there's no power. Because if you're not familiar with Martinez, it is a coastal town in Costa Corda County. It is a couple beautiful parks in the area. That's right by the bay. But thank goodness there's no outages. But look at it again one more time. Here's Costa Corda. Yeah, see, that's the thing. And I've reached out to my friend Elliot. He has told me that you could smell the smoke from Napa County. And, you know, it's really been rough for him in the Bay Area. He did see the orange smoke. He actually drove out to San Francisco earlier this month. Well, September to be exact. And actually saw the interesting orange sky over the Golden Gate Bridge. So Mother Nature's weird phenomenons. We did see the orange sky a while back. Okay, let's get to our tropics update. So first up, in the Atlantic, we have Gamma, which is near... Looks like this is Mexico. Yes, this is Mexico. All right. So it's closely making landfall in Mexico right now. Then you got a couple more systems. So let's see what they gain Gamma. Yeah, if I can't pull it up, I do apologize. So, Gamma is a tropical storm. Okay. So let me move this down. Get an illustration. Yeah, here's Gamma. I'll get that info in just a second. You got a 40% chance of this one forming. You got 20% chance. This is a 10%. So this one needs to be monitored. And Gamma has to definitely be monitored because it is making landfall in Mexico right now. We'll go to the Pacific, and we did talk about Laura a couple days. Was it Laura? No, Marie. Marie, excuse me. Right, Laura was the other one that was in... They hit Lake Charles. Right. I'm going crazy because, you know, I didn't expect the tropics to be active again, but apparently I heard from a couple meteorological experts a couple days ago, keep an eye on the Atlantic, there may be something forming, and they were right. Here's Marie. Now, I want to read the advisory on this because this is the urgent one that we need to get into. So, it should weaken as a depression, but I want to see if they have a public advisory. Okay, so it's a 952, so this is definitely a Cat 3. If we can look that up on my radar in just a second. So the next advisory won't be until 8 p.m. Pacific, so that's 11 p.m. tonight. So we don't have to worry about that, but I just wanted to see... what's going on with this one. And then you got this one here, 30%. So let's get into Gamma and let's read what's going on with this one. Yeah, I want to get into Gamma. That's the important one. So we'll read Gamma and get into it. And I'll try to move this down if we can read all of it. There we go. Gamma is expected to produce heavy rainfall for several days over portions of southeastern Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula. So, yeah, Yucatan Peninsula, that's where it is. Central America and far western Cuba. This rainfall could result in life-threatening flash flooding and mudslides, particularly in the mountaineer regions of southeastern Mexico and Central America. Even though Gamma has moved inland, tropical storm conditions will continue along the east coast of the Yucatan Peninsula through this evening and are expected to spread along the north coast within the tropical storm warning area tonight and tomorrow. Okay, so I want to look and see if they have any rainfall. Okay, they don't. They only have winds. So I just want to get the cone. That's what I want to see here. Okay, so now the next cause of concern is, does this storm move up the coast? Does it gain traction and goes to Texas? We don't know. And I want to see what the GFS has to say about that one. Okay, so let me just minimize my radar and we'll pull that up in just a second. So if we can pull up my radar, hopefully that will come up. Okay, we can pull up my radar. Very good. Excellent. All right. So it says on my radar regarding Marie. Yeah, like I figured, I'm an expert in a sense, because I said this Marie storm. Let's move it a little bit here. We can focus. Yeah, see, Marie was a Cat 3. If the MB is 952, this is a Cat 3. But it is going to go out, so that's good news. But you would think in California, a hurricane hitting, oh, that'd be a big deal. You know, that would, they desperately need rain in California, because I'm literally just going to bring this up. And this is just for wildfire's sake. And I'm pulling up the weather in LA. Not one day where it's going to rain this week. It's supposed to be 93 tomorrow in LA. I'm looking at it on my phone right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Not one day. So the creed, it never rains in Southern California. They're living up to it, sadly. And the air quality is not good because you have the wildfires all over California. So can they ever get rain? We don't know. That is the question that would have to be answered. But let's hope it does rain in California sooner or later, because the only issue with the rain in California you have to worry about is what happens when you have too much rain and it becomes a mudslide. My train of thought there, because I know a lot about rain in California, and this is just from my friend Elliot's experience. You know, it's not good. It's not good when you have too much rain in one setting, especially in an area that doesn't expect it. And I've been to Vegas when it rained, so trust me, you know, when Clark County got flooded, you know, I've been through it. I've seen the Strip get flooded, so trust me, I have my experience on the West Coast. So anyhow, let's focus on Gamma. Wind speeds at 60 miles an hour, the pressure is at 990, so it's close to a Cat 1, but again, we'll have to take a look at tidbits at the end of this video to get an idea of what to expect here. So we'll go back to Chrome. Pull that up. Pull up the Chrome. Get rid of the window capture. And we're back on Chrome. Okay. So now we need to take a look at our satellite images. First up, let's take a look at the big behemoth known as Marie. So, as you can see here, that is Marie. Take a look in the satellite. See if we can get the eye. Yeah, I see the eye coming. See, there's the eye right there. It's trying to form, but it's going to have an issue. Now, let me make sure I get the name of the storm right. Gamma. This is Gamma right now over the Yucatan Peninsula. There it is. And let's take a look at the other image here. There goes Gamma. So we're in the Greek alphabet, and we only have one more month left of Atlantic hurricane season. Okay. Last up, let's get into our GFS model. So first up, let's see what the GFS has in store. This is too big. I cannot focus on this. I do apologize. Give an illustration that's better than what you can think of. Okay, here we go. Now I can illustrate this. So there goes Gamma. Now, let's see where Gamma ends up. Gamma's gonna weaken. That's good news. We want it to weaken. There's some moisture that can go over the Gulf. But, yeah, one of those storms that's forming looks like it could hit Louisiana. Only time will tell. But, ooh, yeah, another tropical system that could form. These tropical systems can form anywhere. It's just incredible. Another one could hit Canada. The last thing Nova Scotia needs is more rain. That's the last thing they need. Yeah, and there's another one forming over the Cape. So the tropics are still going to be active, but we just do not know the fate of what's happening. One last look at the satellite before we wrap this up. So, once again, there is Gamma. And I will try to move this a little bit to the left so you all can get an idea. There's Gamma. And I think we'll pull up the west. See if we can pull up the west. That way I can get you an idea. Full disk. So, let's pull up the west. Looks like we cannot pull up the west. I do apologize. Once again. Unless I go back here. That could help me. Yeah, there we go. I just want to take a look at the west. So, looking at the west, look at Marine one more time. Get an idea of it. Picture should load. There is the storm right there. So, I think with that, we are going to wrap this up. Thank you all very much for watching. More weather videos to come down the line. I will be definitely keeping you all in tune. If there are any updates on the wildfires, any other weird weather stories, and of course, I will be monitoring Gamma. Definitely on Monday, I will have an update again. So until the next one, please take care.